Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the Super27, and welcome to another Dokkan Battle video. We're in the final stage for this batch of the Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes. We're up against Stage 6. Yet again, there are no special missions to actually beat this stage. We're going to rock the exact same team that we did in the prior video, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see what our enemies are. Rildo, Baby, 17, and Sin going into Omega, I would assume. Okay. So again, we're going in blind. I don't know if they have any gimmicks that I need to really be worried about. And I did actually check the footage from the last video, and I saw that this fraud, my baby boy, he's the one who died. He ate 500-something K on a normal up against Hirudegarn, which I was not expecting in the slightest. So we're going to keep him in base form here. That way he has the 90% damage reduction and the guard. He won't be able to do any damage, but like, that's fine. Both of these Gokus are going to do more than enough damage to make up for what he would have done anyway. I didn't check to see what our other rotation was, however. So, let's see. We have Beast, we have MUI, and we have Namek Goku. That's fine. We'll float off... What typing is he? Can I put Namek Goku safely into slot 1? He's Int. We'll probably float off Namek Goku. That way we have a target all mechanic on the next turn should we need it regardless. We're eating a super here. This is probably just going to be double digits. Yep. Best unit in the game. Best unit in the game. I'm actually really starting to consider if I even want to summon for Gogeta. Now, don't get me wrong. Gogeta is incredible, and he has a very good banner. Actually, let me look at the banner right now. I'm going to do this just off screen. But I want to see if I can get really anything of value off of it. Like, I know I have the coins, and in my brain, I was like... just go until I have enough to buy one of the characters that I want with coins. Which isn't a bad idea. But I have 180, and I spent 700 before. So 700 worth of stones got me 180. So I'm pretty sure it's 2,000 to get one character. I'm not going to get... There's no way I get 13,000 stones, you know what I mean? But if we're looking at the banner, obviously you have Vegeta on there. Vegeta's very good. Beerus, I don't know how I feel about Beerus. Beerus is... Like, he's pretty good. He's a little weird, like 99%, so if you get him turn 1, he's kind of a bitch, but if you get him, like, turn 2, he's really good. He's a successor support unit. He looks like he'll be doing pretty solid damage throughout the fight. He does stack as well, and he recovers HP, so he's having, like, the recover HP ability is quite good, especially since he does have some additionals on him, but, like, looking at the banner, I mean, Int Broly, I could use dupes of Int Broly. I could definitely use dupes and Beast. Fuse Zamasu, I mean... He's not, like, last year you could run him. I would say you probably can't run him at all this year. The GT Duo I actually have rainbowed. No need for them. The LR Gods, I think I probably have, like, 90%, if I had to guess. I know for a fact I don't have them rainbowed. I have the Super Saiyan 4s rainbowed. I don't know if I have them rainbowed or not. Gogeta, Tech Gogeta, I have rainbowed. AGL MUI, I have rainbowed. And then full power Frieza, I only have at 55%. So there are a lot of units who I could actually get mileage out of if I were to summon. But I just don't have enough value. I don't have enough stones. And I don't really want to buy any either. This is interesting that it's Metal Rildo and not... what's his name? Is it just Super Rildo? His, like when he fuses with the planet? I don't actually know. That's kind of bad that I can't get you that, but it'll be fine. And then we can go ahead and transform into full power Broly here. So Chad, if you haven't noticed the time, it's 1:40 in the morning. I've been recording literally all day. I mean, that's fine as long as he doesn't super. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. We're fine, gamers. But yeah, I've been recording for a while. Been several hours. I'm a little bit tired. But if we're looking at the Carnival banner, obviously Gohan is quite good as a slot 2 or slot 3. I did watch a little bit of Truth's showcase for Frieza, and as I expected, Frieza is just a bitch. Goku is insane. Frieza is a bitch. But you have Carnival Broly. I could obviously use dupes in him. I could use dupes in Gogeta. I don't need dupes for Future Gohan. Kai Goku will easy A probably next year. I could use dupes in him, and then I don't need dupes for Birdku, but Birdku will probably easy A this year. Kaioken Goku, I need dupes in him, but I don't know, he can maybe easy A this year. He might honestly be the Saiyan Saga easy A that's been promised on the banner. Or like that thing that they've been showing off on all of the Dokkan Nows. It might actually be him in Grade 8. It would be their time, but obviously the Super Saiyan 4s and the gods would have to easy A first. Namek Vegeta, I do need dupes for him, but like he's kind of an L. He was a really weird easy A. They just didn't give him enough sauce and base, and then his transform state isn't good enough either. I don't know, it's just kind of L's all around with that unit. And then the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. If you haven't seen the Super Easy A video that I did for him yesterday, definitely go check that out. I have some pretty strong opinions on the unit. I feel like they made him too balanced. Because he has that ability where if you are under 58% HP, he gets the massive amount of damage reduction, and he does change all the orbs so he can go into slot 1. It also didn't say that was once per battle on the Dokkan Wiki, so I don't actually know how that will work. Actually, I believe the unit is live in-game right now. It should be. It's 1:41 a.m., and during the recording of that video, the website said that they should go live. Hold on, I guess I can check. Let's check. Are you live in-game? Yeah, February 17th, 2025 at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, they've been in the game for about 2 hours as of right now. I feel like they overbalanced him, but he is kind of insane, like with the amount of damage that he's able to do. So both of the banners do have like a lot of value, I suppose. And I do have like the rainbow tickets. I have 40 of them. So I can do a couple of multis on there, see if we can potentially get a unit, because I believe those are 10 featured units, or not 10 featured units, but 10 unit multis. So you're like, I don't know, it's basically like the same rates as if you were just spending stones in the same place. But there we go. Oh no, 3 stages. Okay. So this is the first time we've seen a 3-stage. It doesn't matter though. We just okay. Thanks, bud. Get out of here. So I guess they did still want to include Metal Roto, which is like, hey, I respect. He's supering right out of the gate, which potentially might do a little bit of damage, but like not enough to kill us by any means. And he should, yeah, with the amount of damage that did, he's dead on this turn. Vegito is so good. If you don't have Vegito at number 1, you better have Veku up there, because Veku is better than Gogeta. Okay, do I want to summon him on like that banner just to get Veku? Kinda, just a little bit. Because like both you, like the Gogeta and Vegeta, they're obviously designed to run together. Because like I can only imagine how powerful the rotation would be where you do both of their actives, Vegito and Gogeta. You have Vegito in slot 1, that way he's able to do all the counters. He has super effective against all types on top of his crit. And why does every boss fucking stun, dude? Every single boss in this fucking thing has a stun. Damn it, I just want to do my counters. It's fine. I mean, we're still winning. That's just more annoying than anything. It's just making it take a little bit longer. We don't get to see the fun little KO kick animation or whatever, but I mean, it's fine. Most of the stage 1s, I will say in this event, have actually been the most difficult. And then usually like the 3rd fight. Cell was the only fight 3 that felt easier than all of its predecessors, but usually fight 3 is kind of like where like things kind of step up a little bit. And then the final fight, it's kind of hit or miss. I feel like every time I've died in the final stage, it's just been ultimately down to just like bad RNG. Like up against Hiru. Although I don't know why Carnival Broly ate 500k. Like he double supered. And he should have still had all of his damage reduction up. Like I understand that it's like a 1.5 milli. I don't know, maybe 3 turns had passed. Maybe that's what it was. I didn't like watch the footage. I just went back on the tape to see like who got caught. And okay, so we're just gonna do this. I would much rather Beast get stunned than Goku. Come on, game, hurry up. But yeah, I kind of want to get this just wrapped with, because I do have other things to do aside from recording. I was hoping, Chad, I was hoping to get all this shit done a couple hours ago. It is now 2 in the morning. I haven't worked out yet. I did eat some nice fried chicken fingers. They were pretty good. Although I ate that before last video. But yeah, I ate. I still have to work out though. I don't know if I've talked about this on the YouTube yet or not, but I'm trying to get in shape. Because if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I have been in very poor health for over 1.5 years, and I've just kind of been like rotting away in my bed. Trying to develop abs. It's going pretty good actually. I'm seeing some pretty good improvements. So I encourage everyone, just do like little exercises when you can. You do feel a lot better about yourself when you do. You don't have to do anything crazy. I've just been following like a couple of YouTube regiments that I found. I found a couple exercises that I really enjoy doing, and I've just been doing those. I do 3 days on, 1 day off. And I mean, doing just like 5 push-ups a day is better than doing nothing at all. You know what I mean? You don't have to like actually go to a gym or any crazy stuff like that. If you just want like tiny little improvements, or if you just want to, you know, be a little bit more active, make your body feel a little bit better. Yoga is another thing you can do. I do yoga. I've been doing yoga for a long time, but I'm recently been picking up the like the ab workout and like all that stuff. But like yoga, I mean, it makes you feel good. Like stretching your muscles, just like sitting down all day, it sucks. Like actually being able to stretch your muscles a little bit and then like just breathe and get like nice circulation go out all throughout your body. It feels nice. It feels pretty good. But yeah, what else is like new with me? I'm just yapping at this point. I'm gonna treat this as one of these yapping videos where I don't actually need to focus on what's going on because I am hyper locked in. I am not dying. All right, chat. I know I've said that every single video. I am hyper locked in right now because I want to be done. I want to be done. I don't want to die and catch back up while watching my YouTube videos. I don't want to do that. I just want to get done. And sorry that I'm low energy. I can't. I can't. I mean, do you guys want me to try to force it? Hold on. All right. So, I mean, I can do this. Is that YouTuber voice? No. I can't do YouTuber voice right now. It's 2 in the morning. And usually when it's 2 in the morning, it's like, oh, okay, I haven't been doing pretty much anything all day. No, I've had a very busy day. If you didn't see over on my Twitter, I posted this just the other day. It would have been on Saturday. I believe, or the 16th, whatever that is. Today's Monday, yeah? So it would have been the 15th. But we've been, I'm on the East Coast. That's why I use EST, obviously. And my area has been getting hit pretty hard with all, like, the weather storms. And there's been so much rain, so much just water, so just wetness, I suppose, that my septic tank flooded into my house. So we have, like, I don't know how it works, but there's, like, a pipe in the basement that attaches to the septic tank. I'm guessing the purpose of the pipe is like, should your house flood, the water then goes into the septic. But then the issue is when there's so much water seeping into your septic, and then gets pushed back up through the pipes, and then it comes out of your floor. So, you know, that's been fun having just sewage water in my house, trying to deal with that. Obviously, Valentine's Day was not too long ago. My mom's birthday was not too long ago. So I've just been doing a lot of busy work. I have other obligations now that also require quite a lot of my time during the week. Like Sunday to Thursday, I'm quite busy. So that's why doing double uploads, like I want to do them to catch up with for you guys, obviously, and just play more of my favorite mobile game and do all like this really fun stuff that I enjoy doing. But I just don't necessarily have like the time for it, which can become an issue. I'm trying to find that nice balance between everything. And while I do still enjoy... How am I already on a Dokkan attack? What the fuck? While I do enjoy these events, like, again, these are probably some of my favorite events that they've, like, dropped in recent years. The time sunk into them is a bit worrisome, to say the least, especially when I have other obligations that I have to do. And I'm also trying to stream. If you're watching... This is coming out on the 18th. So I will be streaming on this day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I haven't made up my mind on what game I want to play yet. I might try to do a collaboration with one of my buddies. Or, I mean, worst comes to worst, I always love playing Dead by Daylight. The 2v8 mode is still out with Wesker and Nemesis as of the time I'm recording, and it should still be out. I think it's going till the 25th of this month. So, like, right before February ends, I think that's when the 2v8 Dead by Daylight mode is ending. So I might do that yesterday. Or, like, the day I'm recording this, but yesterday for you guys, I'll be starting my first playthrough of Resident Evil 8. I loved Resident Evil 7. It was actually a lot of fun. Knocked that out in 2 streams. So we'll be doing that as well. And then on Friday, I'm going to pick up Alien Isolation, a game I have not played since October. So that'll be pretty fun. Definitely, I would highly recommend checking me out over on there if you just enjoy my presence or if you want to help support me at all. I do, because if you don't know, I don't make any money off of YouTube, and I won't make any money off of there until I get 1,000 subscribers. So hey, you wanna share me around with a friend of yours? I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Good times all around, good vibes. Always appreciate any level of support that I can get from you guys. Any comment, any liking, share me around. Because it really does help out a bunch. Like, I don't know if, like, from an outsider perspective, I don't necessarily know. Namagoku might die there in that back slot. But, like, from an outsider perspective, I don't know if people truly understand how, like, liking and engaging with things really does for, like, a smaller creator. Because last year, right before the Worldwide Download Celebration, like, when my phone exploded, that's when I really, like, blew up. I was making, like, rant videos, and I need to get back into making rant videos. It's just there's so much content at the moment that, like, I really need to make a video about everything. Because I like to have, like, a catalog of everything, you know what I mean? I want to showcase everything for you guys from a different perspective from, like, the whales of the game. I have a very realistic box. I'm not free to play, but I'm also not like pay to play. I'm not a whale by any means. I just do every event. I play pretty much every single day. While my knowledge is certainly a little bit rusty, I would like to think I am still quite knowledgeable about the game. I know up until the Worldwide Download Celebration, I am extremely knowledgeable about pretty much every unit in the game. Thereafter, you know, during that like 4 or 5 month period, I am a little bit like fuzzy, a little bit hazy. I don't quite know everything, but I'm quickly learning what like all the units do. I'm quickly learning like all these events, kind of what to expect. I'm adapting ever more so, and I like giving that like more grounded, realistic kind of approach to the game, because there are some units that perform great at Rainbow, but they're not really all that great at 55%, and vice versa. There's some units that pretty much excel at 55% and are like really good pickups for like the casual player base to pick up as a whole. I just kind of like giving like my view on things, my takes on things, adding my hat into the ring of all these different conversations and what have you. It's overall just like a good time, but I also like doing that for my rants, because there are so many different talking points in this community, and there's so many things, and a lot of the time, a lot of the conversation is led by whales who don't really have, or like they at once upon a time had my perspective, but just don't at the moment, or they don't often talk about some of these issues, or this, that, and the other. And I like to think that I'm like a freshness in the community, and all these different things. And my rant videos, they did very, very well. Like those are by far like the most popular videos that I've ever made on this channel, next to my Five Nights at Freddy's lore explaining video, which I did that over on my Twitch. I want to do another one of those where it's just kind of like a chill kind of stream where like I'm not really playing the game, it's just me talking really quiet for a couple of hours while we have like some nice music in the background. I just click on different Google images. I have had a lot of people reach out to me asking me to do another one of those videos again, so I might do those at some point in the future. If you guys have like a topic or a game or a story, I thought about doing it for Metal Gear, trying to explain like all the lore and story and character of every single Metal Gear game. I also thought about doing it for Sonic, specifically Sonic Sonic Adventure 2, the one that introduced Shadow, because that's one of my favorite games of all time. But you can kind of explain the entire... What the fuck? Okay, these guys hit hard. That was... Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm not going to look at the stats, because I'm not dead yet, but like... Great heavens, dude. That was basically 500k to Beast Gohan. Good lord, was that a crit? Did he crit? Or was that just like... Was that just raw? Oh, chat, we're gonna die again, aren't we? He hasn't even gotten to Super 17 yet, and he's already unstoppable. Knowing that we're going up against Super 17, he's probably gonna absorb Ki Blast Supers. Although, I guess maybe not, because Janemba didn't have orb changing. And... I don't know, because usually, like, different fights, they have, like, those gimmicks. Like, I mean, Hirudegarn had dodge, but he only had dodge in his base form. He didn't have it in his Phantom Bug form. So maybe not. It's unfortunate, too, that we have AGL MUI on this turn and not on the next. Because then we would have a Revive available to us. I floated him off, too, because I figured Beast would have been fine in slot 1. Double-digit tanking is always good. He double-supered, actually. Because he definitely did super in slot 1. Like, that's why Beast took so much damage. Okay. I'm really going to have to play carefully on this next turn. And, like, who can I even put into slot? I guess we just keep Broly in slot 1. Because he has the 90% damage reduction. And Guard will just float off Namagoku again. I don't really see a reason not to do that. Probably still want to keep myself at a low HP threshold, though. That way we always have the Revive available to us. So I'll try to avoid same type orbs when applicable. Let's see. We definitely want to kill on this next turn, though. So let's look. Let's try not to, like, handicap ourselves too much. Actually, we might get mileage out of this. Because they're below 30% HP. I mean, that's good damage. That's good damage. Yeah, we'll keep you in base. And then, yeah, we're just gonna avoid same type orbs. We'll launch the Beast active on this upcoming turn. That way we can protect Vegeta and Goku. I mean, this is with 90% damage reduction and guard. I can't imagine this is going to do anything to my team. Yeah? Right? 22,000. Okay, at first I thought this said 222,000, but I was like, no. That was, no, there were only 5 numbers there. Okay, so I panicked for nothing. All right, fellas. I'll admit it. You know, the hoes are scared. My bad. I didn't mean it. But I mean, although, do I even want to do that? Because no, I won't have Vegito on my next run around, because that'll be turn 4. So it is possible we could die, especially with Broly after he got caught that one time. I'm now kind of apprehensive about running him, but I understand he doesn't have like any of his links activated. He doesn't have like any real synergy on this team. I'm just bringing him because he's powerful. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this. We can get you at your maximum potential. I don't. No. Yeah. Okay. I gotta stick with my initial plan. We're going to avoid same type orbs. We'll pick these up right here just for a little bit of healing, but we are still below the 77% HP threshold for that revive. Okay, he didn't super. Oh no, he did super right away. Okay. Dude, Super 17, even though that unit sucks balls, his animations are actually pretty fucking good. Double-digit tanking is always nice. He did debuff us a little bit there, so good to know. He does debuff us defensively, so he hits a little bit harder than probably first thought. And he is also gaining stats. He has an attack symbol next to his name, so he probably increases his attack and by 30%, debuffs us by 30%, something along those lines, if I had to guess. So far, we haven't hit him with a Ki Blast Super, but the 12 key of this unit is a Ki Blast, so I guess we will find out if he does nullify and heal from him. Because if he does, we might be in trouble. Let's see, do you nullify this? He does not. Okay, so no beam nullification. So again, it's odd that some of the fights had their gimmicks and then other ones didn't. I'm not entirely sure like what's up with that, but I'm not going to complain. We're doing very, very, very solid damage. And again, we're safe on this turn. We have the revive open and available to us on the next turn. I'm going to try to not kill on the next turn, as difficult as that may be. I mean, in saying that, Goku by himself did 3 full health bars. And he only has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only has 6 left. And Vegeta hasn't even attacked it. I mean, Vegeta's not built up, but I mean, still type advantage and guaranteed crit, like with a guaranteed additional. He's gonna do some solid damage. If all of these are supers, like, this is a super, but if he gets one more, that'll be 1 more health bar down. We might not be able to hold back, because we're also gonna have Broly on the turn. I'm gonna have to transform into Broly. And then we will have AGL MUI. Like, yeah, this is probably a wrap. So we're gonna go into the final fight at pretty low HP, which is not my favorite thing in the universe. I mean, can I hold back? Hold on. What are the chances I can hold back, fellas? Alright, I mean, that's a lot of attacks in that back slot, too. That's something to kind of keep in mind. I feel like this is kind of designed for Vegito. But we just got here too quickly for Vegito to actually come out. Yeah, that's a lot of attacks. So I'm guessing he's going to be, like, geared up to super in slot 1. Could we die intentionally, actually? I'm going to die intentionally. Yeah. No. Yeah. We die intentionally here. We die intentionally, and then that way Vegito kills on his next turn. And then, yeah, perfect. So we're going to get the revive. We're going to get the full heal, and then we'll have AGL MUI as our slot 1 going up against the final fight, which, again, I'm assuming is Sin. It looked like Sin, but it may just be Omega, like dual Omega, but I can't imagine that. It's probably going to be Sin going into Omega, which would make like the most thematic sense going in from his base form to his final form. We're already 23 minutes deep into this recording. Great heavens. This fight, like, these fights are long. They are long, dude, to clear these events. All right, but let's go ahead. Do I want to keep Beast or Namegoku? I think I want to keep Beast. Just because it's so easy to get his target all, and he's able to keep, like, the entire team safe. And he's not supering until the end there. Boom, perfect. Get this kid out of here. We're winning right here, fellas. All right, perfect. Yeah, honestly, we may just outright kill with our counters before we even get a chance to super, because he's doing quite a few attacks there in that opening slot. Let's do this, and we can collect these int orbs as well, just to build up that Dokkan meter, should we need it. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to actually fully build it up, but, I mean, it's nice to have in our back pocket up against Omega / Sin Shinron. It's always nice having as many gimmicks as possible available to you. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Vegito is fucking insane. But going into the final phase here, we have, like, 60 to 70% of a Dokkan meter. We obviously have a perfect slot 1 here. I mean, MUI turn 1 literally cannot be hit. It doesn't actually matter, though, because he's not supering or attacking right away, which is fine. We can get you, that should be 24 key, yeah? Yeah, boom, perfect. And then we can do this right there. We will save all of those tech orbs for the other Goku on the other rotation. And then I floated off Namek Goku. Potentially, if we don't kill, we could put Namek Goku into slot 1 and float off AGL MUI. Oh, this guy is tanky. He is tanky. I mean, I guess it could also just be that we're type disadvantage going up against this guy, and they do just have massive HP pools, but, I mean, massive HP pool, I mean, that means you're pretty tanky just by, like, the state of the phrase. But let's see, actually, AGL MUI might knock off a whole health bar here, because, like, this is a guaranteed crit, yeah? Full health bar? Yeah, full health bar, one by himself, guaranteed dodge, don't even worry about it. But that means he is geared up to super right away, so Beast Gohan is going to probably be taking quite a bit of damage. Or not quite a bit. I mean, again, Beast, while he is... Like, Beast hasn't fallen off, necessarily. It's just the fights around him are starting to apply a lot more pressure. But in a fight styled like this, where you get reset multiple times, the amount of value you get out of Beast Gohan, it's insane. Just because every single one of these fights is usually going to turn 5. And Beast Gohan's first 3 turns, he's untouchable, especially if you pop the active skill right away. Like, this Beast might be one of the best units for this. Like, I would say in a fight style like this, I would say I probably like him more than Broly. When as a whole, I think I like Broly more. But I don't know if I like Broly more, because Uncontrollable Power is definitely starting to feel like that same boat, where, like, in Broly, he certainly feels a lot of pressure in slot 1, even with his domain up. At the start of a lot of these fights, Cell Max, Broly, Bio Broly, and Janemba, they're all not super great. I mean, they're good, but being constantly reset over and over and over again kind of goes against what those units want to do. They want to get to, like, their sweet spot turn, and then they want, like, the fight to kind of, like, end from that point onward, where these fights are like, okay, every single time right before they get to that sweet spot, they're kind of, like, getting reset a little bit. And they're losing some of their mileage, but that's fine. Every fight has different units that excel well in them, and that's why I really like this, like, style of fight. Because it's been fun bringing in different, like, teams, different fights or whatever. And it's very different to, like, the Supreme Magnificent Spectacle. It's very different from both Red Zones. Both Red Zones, I haven't been necessarily the biggest fan of their design, just because their design is these fights take forever, but, like, none of our units can realistically be whittled down. But in these types of stages, these formidable foe stages, Beast Gohan is a god. But the other day when I was doing Red Zone, I specifically said Beast Gohan would not be good in these fights, because of how long they've been going on. So they're kind of going into a meta where they want the bosses to be able to whittle us down. They haven't quite mastered that formula yet. Just because giving the bosses massive amounts of HP pools, their gimmicks and their damage have not really been able to keep up with us. You know what I mean? Outside of units who just, like, outright start sucking after, like, turn 5. Which are, like, your Beast Gohans, your Angel SSJ3 Gokus, your... I mean, I guess you could say Broly. And, like, for those fights, they're not great. But, like, you know who would be pretty good in a fight like that? Family Kamehameha. I was bringing Family Kamehameha to these fights, but, like, I just realized that, like, the fights are too short. I'd never actually get to use the standby. And if I'm not able to do that standby right away, that unit's just outright a fish. There's not enough time for them to fully get built up and get, like, all of their usage out of it. So it's fun. It's fun. They're really doing something dynamic here. I feel like once they, like, nail the formula just a little bit, everyone's going to be extremely... One more additional... Broly, why? I mean, I guess that's not, like, the worst thing ever. Who do I want to float off here? Let's just give... yeah, let's just give Namagoku a stack. I don't really see why not to. I mean, yeah, we have, like, the potential for the revive, but, like, we have Beast next turn, and then the turn after that, we just go into Vegito when we win. As long as he doesn't stun. Because a lot of these fights have been stunning, and that is a little bit annoying. Just a little bit. I want to be able to play with my new toys. They always do that. They always give us bosses that bully slot 1 units. Like, they did that with Beast Gohan. I will always bring this up. The Beast Gohan fight that had the... during the 9th anniversary that had not only the damage check, he's lowering our key, not only did it have the damage check, or the damage threshold, whatever you want to call it, but it also had the guaranteed super in slot 1, and it was always a guaranteed stun. So Beast Gohan, the brand new shiny toy that everyone wanted to use, best unit in the game, best unit in the game's history possibly, and you never got to really see any, like, offensive mileage out of the unit, which, like, it sucked. I mean, you got to see his defensive tanking, which was, like, good, but... I don't know, that fight was just a wee bit annoying, but again, I don't really necessarily mind annoying fights, or fights that are annoying, I suppose. As long as they're offering a new and unique challenge that's actually fun to go up against. Like, I will say most of the Supreme Magnificent Spectacle fights that were, like, they were well designed, they were fun. But a set of stages that I actually don't enjoy, and I don't know if this is a hot take, but, like, the Majin Buu Saga Red Zones, I did not enjoy them. the Bobity's Forces, that was probably the best stage of the bunch, just because each fight had a short, sweet little gimmick, but it was easy. Then you went into the Super Boo one, which was just an AoE Super 1.5 million, and at the time, not a whole lot of units could survive that, especially if you were a global player, but if you were a JP player, you had no trouble at all with that fight. Then after that, there was the Super Boo one, where he went through all of his different phases. That fight was just long. It was full of a bunch of gimmicks, but, like, there was just so much HP. The fight took forever. Except for, like, unless you were, like, speed running it. Like, I sped run it one time for a challenge. I believe I made a YouTube video out of that. I don't entirely remember. I think I did, or if I didn't, I meant to. But I was able to beat that event in, like, 11 minutes. But, like, usually, that one fight would last as long as, like, this event does. And this event has a bunch of different, you get to see a whole bunch of different things. They're all hitting really, really hard. It's actually, like, a fun challenge. That one, like, you wouldn't really die in it. Like the highest super attack stat it got up to was, I mean, the final phase, but that was a countdown super. Before that, it was like a 1.5, which was Buhan. But like it had the locking, it had the guaranteed ceiling in slot 1, it had the healing, it had the locking in the opening phase, and then the final phase was just that big fuck off super attack that like most units wouldn't be able to live. And then Kid Buu was, and probably is, like my least favorite difficult fight that we've gotten in a while. It's just irritating. There's that opening phase where it's opening RNG luck, which usually I don't mind. Like, if you just get, like destroyed right out of the gate, usually I don't mind that, you know? Because then you just get to dive right back in immediately. But then after that, all the units we had, like, all the good units we had, they had the, like, melee supers that were getting nullified. You had the fact that, like, if you didn't bring debuffers, and at the time, if you were a global player, not many debuffers were very good. You were just getting outright destroyed. I don't know. I stand by this, but like last year, if you were a JP player, it's probably one of the best years in global history or in Dokkan history. But if you were a global player, it definitely was rough because there was the whole like Rose banner, how it dropped, how it was handled. We missed a side banner unit. There was the handling of the LR Ginyu Force. We got a lot of easy A's and odd spots. We had just all those banners crammed in last minute right before the Worldwide Download Celebration, leaving a lot of stones just out in the aether, and you had to make very smart and like informed decisions on who you wanted to spend on, when you wanted to spend your stones. It was just kind of like debacle after debacle after debacle. Very, very frustrating. Also, we did get that done on our first try. Let's fucking go, gamers. Let's go. All right. I've just been rambling. I've just been shooting the shit. I have no idea what I've been saying this whole time. I'm being completely honest with you. I want to get this edited. I got to get done what I got to get done. And then I got to go to bed. 32 minutes. I think that's the longest it took us to complete any one of these given stages. But there we go. There are all the stages complete. But let's check out the event info. So Rildo, 70k, 800k. Offensive debuffed, 2.24. Not really that bad. Rildo, 80, 1 million, 2.8. Enemies lose 3% attack with each attack received. And then, okay, so each time we hit him, we get debuffed by 30%. That can be annoying, especially with this. And then Meta Rildo. Why is this Hyper Meta Rildo and this is just Metal Rildo? What makes you hyper and what makes you not? 1.2, actually, one of the higher normals that we've seen. 3.36, very, very, very high, guaranteed stun. 20% attack with each attack received, and then he gets an extra damage reduction with each turn passes. So he gets the inverse of this. Instead of debuffing us, we buff him, and then he gets slightly tankier as the fight progresses. Okay. So Rildo's not too bad. He can be a little bit annoying, though. 100 million normals, baby debuffs us by 40%. That's actually very scary, lowering our stats instead of buffing his. That can be very, very scary, especially if you're a slot 1 unit. Enemies lose 5% attack each turn. We lose 5% defense, okay? And then 30% attack if there's a pure sand category. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so... Okay, no, baby's actually kind of scary, low-key. He's getting an extra 30% attack. He's debuffing us by 5% each turn. I mean, obviously, you're gonna kill him before he gets all the way built up, but he's also debuffing here. He can hit surprisingly hard, especially if he supers just right out the gate in slot 1. Super Baby, 1.4, 1 million normals. Greatly raises attack, so 50%. 3 million super, 50% attack from the third turn from character's entry turn. 5% defense each time he hits. So he'll lose his stats each time we hit him. Okay, so that's like his easiest phase then. Yeah, okay, I don't know why we... Okay, so we can passively debuff him. And I guess this is to counterbalance us debuffing him. Okay. And then 17. 17 hit us like a fucking freight train. 100 million HP, million normals. Gets 30% attack on super. That makes this... that makes us like 3.2. Beast 3.2. He can double super, though. I guess that makes sense. There's 2 of them. Can't be sealed. He gets 7% damage reduction with each Ki Blast super received. So each time you hit him with a Ki Blast, he gets slightly tankier. And then he gets 17% def... Okay, so this guy's actually quite tanky. But you can knock him out still pretty quickly. Like, I think we 3-turned him, so... while this seems daunting, it's just not enough. And then 120, 1.2 melee. He debuffs us by 50%. That's also very scary. He has a large cooldown, though. Holy. 7% attack with each turn pass, up to 35%. And then he has this damage reduction rate ability that I still don't understand. Super 17's not that bad. Although this is scary if he supers in slot 1. And then we have Sen Shinron here. 120 million HP. Million normals, 2.8. Randomly changes all key spheres, and then he debuffs us by 35% with each turn. He has a guarantee... Oh, no, he can't be stunned. He can be sealed, though. And then Omega Shenron has 2 separate supers. Interesting. So he has 120 million HP, 1.2 normals. His first super is the Dragon Thunder, which has a 50% chance of stunning the enemy, 3 million damage. And then the Purgatory Dragon Slaying Waltz causes supreme damage to the enemy and guaranteed seals. So 50% chance to stun, guaranteed seal. They're both 3 million. And it looks like he can do each super once per turn, but they have a large cooldown of 12. Can't stun or seal. He debuffs our Ki by 3. And then damage reduction is raised when HP is 77% or more. So he's tankier at the start, but then the more damage you do to him, the easier he is to knock out. All right. Yeah, looking at those gimmicks, I can definitely see why I was able to do that first try, I guess. None of the gimmicks, like, all the gimmicks were scary, but, like, not as much so as, like, the other fights. So not too bad. Let me know, again, what you guys think about these events. I personally really enjoy them, but I would love to know what you guys think about them. But that's going to be all for this time, guys. I've been the Super27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming PNG YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter and a Twitch, the links to which can both be found in the description of this video. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment. Positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you all. But that's going to be all for now. So, as always, I've been the Super27, and I am signing off.